Let's talk about your family members and how you call them in Dutch. Hallo lieve vrienden. So, I noticed in many different languages we have other names for our family members. So, how do we call them in Dutch? Well, I can tell you that in Dutch it's really very simple. Where in other languages you have several names for several types of family members, in Dutch you would only have a few. So, first of all, the Dutch word for family is familie. So if you say father and mother, in Dutch that is vader en moeder. And if you talk to your father or mother, you will usually say either papa, mama, or you shorten it to pap and mom. That is what my children are calling me and my wife. And you can shorten it even further by saying pa or ma. So depends on which family you're in. Each have their own habits. So brother and sister in Dutch is broer en zus. So if you would say I have two brothers and I have two sisters, you would say ik heb twee broers en twee zussen. If you have children and you have a son, you would say I have a son. Ik heb een zoon. Or I have two sons. Ik heb twee zonen. If you have a daughter, you will say ik heb een dochter. Or if you have more daughters, like two, ik heb twee dochters. So let's arrive at the uncle and aunt, because I know in other languages you have all types of names for those, like the brother of your father would have a different name than the brother of your mother. But in Dutch, it's all the same. So these would be uncle, that is oom. And aunt is tante. So it could be either the brother, older or younger, of your father, or the brother, older or younger than your mother. All are called the same. Oom. And the same for tante, aunt. Nephew and niece, so that would be the children of your uncle and aunt, are called neef en nicht. So my nephew is neef. If I have several nephews, I would say ik heb meerdere neven. And niece is nicht. And if you have several, you will say ik heb meerdere nichten. Your grandparents is grootouders. So if you say grandfather, that is opa, just a three-letter word. And grandmother is oma. On either side of the family. So what is common if you don't know which grandfather you're referring to? Is it the father of your mother or the father of your father? Usually in Dutch, people just add the last name of that grandfather. So let's go to grandfather Pietersen. Laten we naar opa Pietersen gaan. All right. If you have a great-grandfather, you would say overgrootvader. Great-great-grandfather is overgrootvader. Same with great-grandmother, overgrootmoeder, great-great-grandmother, overgrootmoeder. Those grandparents, how would they call their grandchildren? They would say kleinkinderen. So if a grandfather just has one grandson, they would say dat is mijn kleinzoon, that is my grandson. Or that is my granddaughter, dat is mijn kleindochter. Personally, my father and mother, they have in total 6 grandchildren. So they would say ik heb 6 kleinkinderen. And everyone else outside of family, they would be either friends or acquaintances. And in Dutch, that is vrienden en kennissen. All right, those were the examples I wanted to give you. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson. If this lesson was helpful, please give it a like and please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss a single lesson. Also, if you want to develop your Dutch proficiency even faster, reach out to me for private lessons by sending me a DM or an email. Tot ziens!